I'm Dalton Barrett with News Radio WGNS, and here are some of the top stories affecting Rutherford County on your Rutherford Roundup for this Monday, April the 7th, 2025. Big Lots stores are making a comeback after bankruptcy-related closures, with 9 locations set to reopen on April 10th, including 3 in Tennessee, Clarksville, Gallatin, and Dixon. The stores are part of a broader acquisition by Variety Wholesalers, which is reevaluating 200 to 400 locations nationwide. These reopenings mark the first wave in a phased rollout, expected to extend into June, culminating in a grand opening celebration this fall. While no Big Lots locations were confirmed in Murfreesboro or Smyrna, the economic ripple effect could be felt across Rutherford County should future store reopenings include these communities. New features like an apparel department and expanded product offerings are planned, according to Variety Wholesaler CEO Lisa Sagels. Meanwhile, in Memphis, weather coverage has sparked controversy during the NCAA Final Four as tornadoes threaten the region, including parts of Middle Tennessee. The WREG chose to prioritize continuous weather alerts over game audio, prompting backlash from sports fans. Among these critics was local sports host Chris Vernum, who voiced frustration on social media over the network's decision to interrupt game commentary. In response, WREG meteorologist Tyre Illison defended the station's commitment to public safety during active tornado warnings. With severe weather events increasingly common in the region, including Rutherford County, the debate underscores the tension between entertainment and emergency communication, especially during nationally broadcasted events. As recovery continues across Tennessee following recent tornadoes and flooding, officials are urging residents, including those in Rutherford County, to remain cautious as scams often spike during disaster relief efforts. Secretary of State Trey Haggard warned that fraudulent charitable solicitations can exploit the generosity of well-meaning Tennesseans. Residents considering donations are advised to verify an organization's registration through the Secretary of State's office, ask specific questions about how funds will be used, and avoid cash donations in favor of traceable methods like checks or credit cards. With Murfreesboro and surrounding areas frequently mobilizing community support in times of crisis, Haggard emphasized the importance of informed giving as the recovery process unfolds. In a separate but equally impactful statewide issue, the rollout of Governor Bill Lee's Education Freedom Scholarship program is raising concerns about unequal access. While 192 private schools have expressed interest in participating, they are spread across just 35 of Tennessee's 95 counties. That means that many rural areas, including some in Rutherford County, may see little to no benefit from the taxpayer-funded voucher system. Critics argue that the program disproportionately favors counties with established private school networks, leaving others with limited or no option. Proponents maintain that nearby counties may provide access, but questions remain about the program's reach, particularly for families in underrepresented areas like Smyrna and more rural parts of the region. Applications for the scholarship open this spring. 9 death row inmates in Tennessee are suing the state over its newly revised lethal injection protocol, arguing that the use of the drug poses a serious risk of pain and suffering, violating the 8th Amendment prohibition against cruel and unusual punishment. The lawsuit comes in the wake of a 2022 execution that was abruptly halted after it was discovered that the state failed to properly test the execution drugs for potency and purity, issues that, according to the lawsuit, have not been transparently addressed despite recommendations from Governor Bill Lee and an independent investigator. While the Tennessee Supreme Court has already scheduled 4 executions beginning in May, the inmates argued that the Department of Corrections' vague and undisclosed changes to the protocol make it harder to ensure accountability. The lawsuit adds urgency to a broader conversation about capital punishment in Tennessee, especially in regions like Rutherford County, where public confidence in the justice system remains crucial. The controversy grows even more personal with the passing of Paul House, known as Greg, a man who spent 20 years on Tennessee's death row before DNA evidence led to his exoneration. House passed away at the age of 63 from pneumonia after living for years with multiple sclerosis. His wrongful conviction in a rural Union County became a symbol of the problems with the death penalty system, and after his 2008 release, he became a vocal advocate for reform, partnering with organizations like Witness to Innocence. His story serves as a sobering counterpoint to the state's current push to resume executions. That's all for now. For more local news, check out our website, wgnsradio.com, or follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook as well as X. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, and I'll talk to you later.